What's up, guys? Welcome back to the greatest channel on YouTube. Just kidding about that. But what's up, guys? Now, the things we go through as a deer hunter, a bow hunter, is crazy. It is exactly 100 degrees out today. 100 degrees, heat index 107. I'm at this new property that I got last year. I hunted here twice. The property is in the shape of a rectangle divided by 3 roads. The deer do not live on this property. Some spots are thick, but they don't stay here. It's divided by 2 roads, and I'm gonna draw a little map for you right here. All right, guys, here is the map of the property here. I'm going to draw this out for you. So this is the property. This is a road. That's a road. Okay. Road. This is the woods. This is also another road. This is the landowner's house. So you can see the property that I'm hunting on is divided by 3 roads. Over here is an old clear cut on that side, which is all private. Over here is fields, and then you also have thick cover over here, which is it's really a big area. This is 97 acres. We got no browse, hardly any browse in this woods. So basically, my guess is the deer are in this clear cut with fresh browse, plenty of food, cover. There's a creek that runs through there, so they're basically living over in here. They do come into my woods. They cross the streets. There's trails that cross here, 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 and here. They're not living in my woods that I'm hunting on. So it's this is very plain of a drawing, but the area that I have permission to hunt on, there's just no food, there's no cover, so they're over in here, and there's more woods over here as well. So you'll see in the rest of the video, there's no browse. You catch them crossing the streets back and forth. Up in here there is 2 other hunters that hunt. My stand is back in the corner over here because there's trails that intersect on the back side back and forth, and I'm right in a little travel corridor between both areas. So now you can see the shape of the property. I have to park back that end and walk exactly 1 mile toward the other end and then cut into the woods right here. So I have to walk from down this way up the road. I have to park down there, walk up the road, and then cut in to the spot. Now, I hunted here twice last year. I seen a big buck. The problem with this property is there's no major food source. The natural browse is minimum. Very little natural browse. The deer mow it all down. There's pretty much no food source. So, with that said, I have a spy point in here back from November. I haven't checked it. It's been here, I forgot about it. Haven't paid this property too much attention. I scouted it last year for 2 days. It's like 100 acres. The deer do not live on this patch of woods. There is other hunting pressure from 2 other people that hunt further up this way. There's no beans, there's no corn, there's nothing. The browse is mowed down to where there isn't any left. There's so many deer. There are coyotes around here. I have the landowner's permission, thanks to my mom, but I can't do anything with this property. I can't put a food plot in. I can't, you know, do anything in the woods. The landowner just gave me permission to hunt. A real nice guy. So what we're going to do to hold the deer in here a little bit better is I'm going to use some corn. I'm going to take the corn, I'm going to dump it into the woods around my tree stand. My tree stand is actually still in the woods. Hopefully nobody stole it. But we're going to put the corn out, kind of hold the deer in here. We'll come back and refresh it every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks or every month, depending on how much pressure that it does get. And with this, yes, I do use corn, because I know some of you guys are going to say, oh, I thought you used antler grow. I do use antler grow for natural browse and food plots. That's micronutrition. Corn is a macronutrition. So we're going to take that corn, we're going to spray that corn with antler grow to give it some micronutrition. So macro, micro. I'm not necessarily trying to make the deer healthier around here, because it's not my property. There's 2 other people who live here. It's not managed, but there are big deer here. There's just no major food source, and they don't live on this property. So we're going to hold them in here with some corn, refresh it every so often. We're going to leave a camera on there. We're going to spray that corn pile with micronutrition with the antler grow. It's going to attract them a little bit with the sticker effect. It's going to stick to that corn, and they'll be getting the best of both worlds. Even though corn is not really nutritious, it's just got some carbohydrates in there, and it's a macronutrition. So, but deer love corn. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to do a little scouting today. It is extremely hot. Also, we're going to pull this card on the spy point, see how many pictures there are. My guess is there's probably not a whole lot on there, for the simple fact that there's no food source. There is divided by 2 roads, as you just saw. So them deer have to, I'm sure some of them bed in the area here. I'm sure they do. But on the other side, it's an old clear cut. So in that clear cut is, my guess, is where they bed. It's the thickest part around. It was clear cut like a few years ago, and it grew up very thick. So there are some trails that come, you know, that cross the road through, just like I'm standing on here. They cross the road and they travel through, but it doesn't hold deer. You just catch them passing through. So this corn, a little bit of feed, is going to just slow them down a little bit. Hopefully we can get in here the 1st or 2nd week of opening season. That way there's no pressure. I can get in here, get the right wind, scent free, and hopefully we can get something passed. All right, guys, we're back in here. Good news, spy point's still on the tree, and my tree stand's still there. Now, as you can see, it's spotty as far as browse. All this is gone. I mean, there's just nothing left. And if you look over here, you can see, as walking in, I'll show you guys when I get further back, but there's just no natural browse. You do have a little bit over here. You do have some way over there. It's spotty, to say the least. Got some over here, but for the majority of the area, there's just nothing left. All right, here we are. We're on the camera. We're gonna open it up, see how many pictures we got. I'm not expecting a whole lot, but I bet the pictures that we do get, it's probably some nice deer. Batteries are still lit. See it? Turn it off, turn it back on. See how many pictures we got. Just as expected. We got 230 pictures. Not what I was hoping for, but it's expected. But that actually could be 730, because spy point cameras, they roll over. So once you hit 500 pictures, it rolls over, it starts counting by 1 again, and then when you open up your SD card, it'll be 2 separate files. guys, now what we're going to do is I got a 1 gallon sprayer, hand pump sprayer, mixed with Antler Grow. It's about almost 1.5 gallons. So I got about almost 2 ounces of Antler Grow mixed in. We're just going to go ahead and spray the top of that corn, kind of mix it up a little bit, and within a few minutes this will be already stuck right to that corn. So when a deer come in here, they'll be getting, you know, some of both worlds. Alright guys, now we got the corn sprayed. There is some natural browse over in this way that I noticed that they're actually browsing on a little bit through there. So we're going to go ahead and spray that, beef up that nutrition a little bit, being that July is the most important month for antler growth. So we're going to go ahead and boost that up a little bit. Just to, they'll smell it as well. They'll get a smell, and then once they start eating it, they'll get a taste for it as well. So we'll go ahead and spray some of that browse, and we're going to take our camera and move it, because I had to take the corn back over this way. It was kind of the highest spot in the area, because this, I remember from last year, out behind the camera here, actually settles down, and a lot of water sits right in there. We'll set this to on, we'll set it to photo, we'll set, actually we're coming back pretty soon, so we'll set it to 1 minute delay and 2 photos trigger at a time. Light this back up. Boom. Alright guys, it's going to wrap up this video, this vlog, whatever you want to call it. It's going to wrap it up. If you guys did enjoy, please smash that thumbs up button. Leave a comment down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.